All right, guys, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV Premier League debate show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got myself, Shaq, Tobias in the building. All right, every week we do the predictions. So if you want to join in, you can. The correct score line, you get 3 points. Correct result, you get 1. Last week I won, so I'm on 18 points. Tobias and 1906 are on 12. So it's a 6-point lead. So I'm going into the World Cup break top of the pile. All right, let's go start off with myself because I won last week. We'll start with the person who came first. I've got Man City to beat Brentford 2-0. Bournemouth to beat Everton 3-1. Liverpool to beat Southampton. I think it'd be a lot tighter now. They've got a new manager, about getting a new manager bounce, but I'll still leave it 3-0. Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace entertaining 2-2 draw. I think Leeds will cause Spurs problems with the injuries, and enough of them man are going to the World Cup 1 week before. I think you're going to see some mad results this week. But yeah, 2-2. I think Leicester will get a result at West Ham. Newcastle and Chelsea. I think Chelsea will get a draw. I know they're struggling, but I think they're going to get a draw. Brighton, entertaining game 3-2. You just saw Aston Villa losing to Man United 4-2. I think they've got goals in them, but defensively, they're absolutely terrible. And I think Fulham will beat Man United. I think Fulham are going to beat Man United
2-1.
Shock.
Beat Derby on pens, all of a sudden you find your phone.
Yeah, I found the top.
Found the phone.
Yeah, but I'll go Fulham.
It's smiling again, yeah? Life's good again. Cool.
All right. 1906, Mr. 1906 equals Mr. 2-1. He loves 2-1. Flipping heck. He put his results in Mr. 2-1 1906. So he's got Man City to beat Brentford 2-1, Bournemouth to beat Everton, Liverpool to beat Southampton 2-1, Crystal Palace for him. Palace win every week for him. Palace to beat Nottingham Forest 2-1, Spurs to beat Leeds 2-1, West Ham 1-0. Sunday's games. Yeah. He's got Newcastle to win 2-1, Brighton, Aston Villa to get the away win, and Fulham to get a draw with Man United. All right, let's go
you know what? Yeah, you got some serious scumbags,
What's that? You lot are struggling. You lot are getting.
After one result, we're struggling.
Bro, you got battered against Aston Villa. You were losing today.
Bro, and then one result and we're struggling. If we're struggling, what are you, man?
We're all right. We'll finish ahead of you. I told you. We'll finish ahead of you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. It's not about us. We didn't play. We didn't play.
Right, cool.
What do you want us to do? Say Man United to win? Is that what you want? Is that what you want? I don't know what you want. Is that what you want to say?
That's not what I want. I'm just saying, like, every time I come on here, I don't. If we're down a few or two results, we'd be bottom of the league.
That'd be great.
When you went off your man's results, you'd be bottom. Great.
Palace would be top, Man United would be rock bottom. 2 points. All right. Got Tobias has gone 3-1. Man City, Brentford, Bournemouth, Everton to get a draw. Liverpool to scrape 2-1. Palace away win. Spurs 2-1. West Ham and Leicester draw. Newcastle to beat Chelsea. You think Chelsea on 3-4? You think Newcastle win again? Do you have to take Newcastle seriously if they beat Chelsea for top 4 contenders? It doesn't look like they're going away.
I think you've got to look at Amaron for the Ballon d'Or if he scores again.
Man just put on YouTube and has looked at Prime Robin and Rubery. And man just took their powers and he's just doing a madness.
Yeah, Amaron had enough of the disrespect. Man.
No, he did still.
No, but it's. I didn't realise that Chelsea haven't won in like 3 or 4. Or they've lost 3 out of the 4, or however it be. But yeah, it's not a great place to go. St James's Park.
Yeah, it's
they're struggling with injuries. Chelsea are struggling with injuries. they're not firing. The lack of striker is.
St. Max is back.
Is St. Max back? Yeah.
Yeah.
And imagine St. Max ain't even been about, or
Isaac. Oh, it's bad.
It's stupid.
You got to take this. No, you got to take him seriously.
So,
even like when man like Chris Wood are coming in and scoring goals, then you have to take them seriously because Chris Wood couldn't hit a barn door. Now he can't stop scoring. It's mad.
No,
it's mad. It's mad. It's like
you see what happens when you got happy footballers, though.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean?
Confidence goes a long way. When you're confident, you think you can do anything.
Yeah, beat anyone. So
yeah, confidence.
St. James's Park, last game before the break. Chelsea's injuries.
Yeah, it's peak.
Yeah.
We're saying that about injuries and stuff like that. Do you think this Premier League game is going to be? You might see some bad results because no one wants to get injured. This is the last game before you go away to the World Cup. If you're going to the World Cup, man, I'd be thinking like, I'm not going into no tackles whatsoever.
Yeah,
like, I would have.
You think like that, you'll get injured. So just play them all.
Yeah, but it's mad. I think you might see some strange results. I've got a feeling, especially like for the older guys who know like one injury, like Mane's out for the World Cup, which is mad.
Has that been confirmed?
This guy's never been injured. He's never injured. To get a knee injury at the last minute, and that could be potentially his last World Cup. It's bad.
Yeah,
but it could be some. You can see some strange results. Brighton and Villa to draw, and Man United away win against.
That should have been Brighton, really. Brighton had a good result the other day.
Yeah, they did. And Villa weird side. Yeah,
Brighton at home. Should have really went Brighton.
I think Leon Bailey started to pick up form. He looks confident still. He did. He caused you a lot of problems when he come on still.
Should have been sent off there.
I don't know. Yeah.
Bro,
Orange.
Think about it, yeah. What did Beckham get sent off for? Heel flick.
Yeah.
First, you didn't. You sort of pushed him in his neck, slyly kicked out at him, and then put your studs on his knee. Come on.
Who did he do it? Who did he do it to? Bruno.
No, he done it to Martinez.
Oh, okay.
Lissandro just looked at him. I know he wanted to stamp him out, but
yeah, he's thinking about, you know what, World Cup. I don't want to get myself into ratting him, my son. World Cup's next week.
But yeah, he's quite Bailey's temperamental. So
yeah, he's doing a bit. He's doing bits. All right, World Cup squad. I think everybody knows what the World Cup squad is because they've been plastering it over the internet, Sky Sports, TalkSport, every major big platform that it's all over. All right, the ones who didn't make it, yeah. So you got Joe Gomez, Sancho, Ivan Toney, Tomori, Tammy Abraham, James Ward-Prowse. Out of that main core, which ones you think should have went, or who would you have taken?
It's difficult because usually when it's at the end of the season, players have got a whole season as their standpoint or their argument. How do you judge it now? Do you judge it off the start of the season? Do you judge it off the back end of last season? How do you judge it?
Yeah, because someone like Jarrett Bowen, who was flying middle to late of last season, had a slow season this season, doesn't make it. Where someone like Rashford, it was complete opposite. Terrible last season, really good this start of the season, makes it. So it feels like it was basically the start of the season until now. Who's in the best form makes it. Because Maddison was come from nowhere. He's been played well for about 18 months, but hasn't been in squads. Makes the plane.
Yeah, random, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. That's
if
bad.
You would have left him out, no one would have really. It would have been like, oh, okay, Gareth's still holding the grudge type thing. But not to be in the last two squads, it's weird.
Mad.
It is very weird.
And another thing as well, Tomori wins the Scudetto with AC Milan, played Champions League football, doesn't make the squad. Harry Maguire hasn't played all season, hasn't played towards maybe the middle of last season, makes the squad. So basically, he's just saying that on form is a myth. It's basically who he likes. That's what it comes down to.
I think it's hard. I think, is it sort of half known that it's going to be? Don't do this to me. 1 second. Oh, there you go. That is going to be his last tournament. Is he definitely going after this one? Do you think?
Who's that? Say that again. Sorry.
Southgate. Is he definitely going after this tournament?
It depends how. I don't know. It depends how how England perform. I think if they get to semi-finals, then I think he stays. I think anything below that, I think the pressure will be too much. It all depends how they play. It all depends how they get knocked out. If they get knocked out by penalties again, they might say, you know what, we still keep him. But if he gets comprehensively gets beaten up by teams in the quarterfinals, then he might go.
In fairness, though, he's got to mix in old and new, hasn't he? You can't just go there with a brand new centre half partnership or brand new back three, back five, so to speak. He's got to have some form of consistency within the team.
And I understand that if you're talking about consistency, but if you're having players who are not playing at all, and you know playing football, if you haven't played 3, 4, 5 months, and then you're going to go into not just a game, you're going into a World Cup tournament with no form whatsoever, no fitness, no match sharpness to play against the best players on the planet to try and win a tournament. That's England's aim, is to try and win this tournament. And you've got guys who haven't played for months.
Don't get me wrong. I don't believe that Maguire should be anywhere near the playing. But looking at it from Gareth's perspective, like, who's going to be the centre half partnership then?
And I understand that, and I understand what you're saying. But if you know a guy who's your main guy, but not playing for his club side, but you've got other guys who are actually playing, and you've had squads and you've had friendly games to play these guys, and you haven't played them. Same thing. Like, my problem is, I think watching England defensively, I know they're bad, and that's their weakness. But to me, their second weakness is up front. So what's going to happen if Harry Kane gets injured? Because we've not seen anybody play up front, and he doesn't trust anybody up front. So what does he do if Harry Kane gets an injury or he gets a suspension?
Well, he's going to go through taking Rashford. So that's his plan B.
Yeah, but Rashford's not a striker. What's Rashford? Yeah, but Rashford's best form at the moment is coming off from the left or coming from the wing. So you're going to play a guy out of position. You bring in Callum Wilson, but Callum Wilson is only going to be a guy if you're losing the game and you're trying to get a goal. He's never going to start.
No, but no one's going to start. When it comes to the striker position, we know who that Kane's going to start. So
yeah, but say
it's filler around Kane, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm saying so. But Southgate doesn't have a plan B in a sense of thinking, okay, if Kane gets injured or Kane's suspended, who comes in? So you're going to play a Rashford through the middle, that's not his best position, or play a Sterling in a false 9 or something like that.
Not just that, but you look at the whole package and what Tony offers aerially, last 10 or whatever it be, and you want to go direct, or even when it comes down to penalties.
Penalties.
So
he's a guaranteed banker.
So, like, unbelievable at penalties.
Never missed.
Crazy.
He's never missed.
So you look at it and what have we lacked, really? Always when it comes down to penalties. So
yeah.
Tony should have got in the squad. I think that's a given. Wilson, another one that came from nowhere.
Yeah.
Is Tony not more deserving than Wilson? Wouldn't we say?
I think Tammy Abraham's more deserving than Wilson.
But this is where it all gets messy, isn't it? Because he said that the reason that Tammy didn't get in is because he hasn't been scoring.
But he scored 30 goals last year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So basically, when it comes to Tammy, he's basing it on this season.
So to me, that means it's a cop out. He just got players in to appease the fans and the media. To me, even like even with Maddison, I think Maddison should have always made it because of his form. But I think if that was France or Brazil or Argentina or Spain, that manager don't care what the media or the fans or the press are saying. If he hasn't picked him for 18 months, that manager's not picking him.
No,
It's just
not.
like with Benzema. He's bringing him back now, but at the time where everyone was screaming, I know it was political but everybody was screaming, you need to bring Benzema back. Deschamps refused. They went on to win the World Cup with Giroud, but they won the World Cup. But if that was England now, Benzema would have went to the World Cup, went to the last World Cup, because he would have buckled under the pressure. Because you haven't picked Maddison for some sort of reason. You haven't picked him for so long because everybody jumped on the Maddison bandwagon. Like last year, it was the Grealish bandwagon, and that kind of forced his hand to bring him. And now you've buckled under the pressure and you've brought him, and you're not going to play him. Even with Trent, you didn't want to bring Trent either. And I don't think Trent would have made it if Reece James was fit. But still, I don't think he wanted to bring him.
But then you look down the list and how does Tomori not go over Cody? Is Cody going because of what he's like in the dressing room? Is that is that where he's going?
Maybe. But it just feels like you want youngsters to go abroad or play football in different countries to experience different cultures and different styles of playing, and you're playing at the highest level, i.e. the Champions League, but they're still not going.
Yeah, but then you can say that Sancho was doing the same thing when he was at Dortmund.
Yeah, I know, but he did go to a major tournament. But Conor Cody couldn't get into Wolves' team. He's playing in a struggling Everton team. Tomorrow he's playing in a top, not a top AC Milan, but a team who's always fighting for the title and playing Champions League football and playing in a different country, but still can't get in the squad, which is mad.
But he knows he's 11. We'd say that. We'd say he knows he's 11. So
yeah,
his 11's there. Anyone else is filler. They're all filler. They're all what they offer elsewhere. Are they happy to sit there on the bench without causing issues? Will they be good around the camp? Does everyone like them? It's that type of environment, isn't it? You have to be a close-knitted team. You have to be close-knitted during that. So I get it in a way. I believe personally that it should be merited off the back of form.
Yeah,
whoever's
100%.
in form at the time.
Yeah, 100%.
So if we go from that basis, I think Trent only goes because of lack of numbers.
Yeah, and he shouldn't go.
Yeah, because if we're solely looking at form,
he shouldn't go.
He shouldn't go.
Harry Maguire shouldn't go.
Harry Maguire shouldn't go.
Luke Shaw's a question mark.
Luke Shaw can go.
Calvin Phillips doesn't go. He can't play. This is what I'm talking about. So he contradicts himself so much. So Tammy Abraham doesn't go because he's not scoring, but Calvin Phillips plays one game all season. One game. And he's on the plane.
But his argument for that is that lack of DMs.
Yeah, but you've got James Ward-Prowse who's playing and playing well in a struggling side.
But James Ward-Prowse isn't a DM though, is he?
Yeah, but you still bring him. So what you're going to bring a guy who's not playing no football to a major tournament, and if you go deep in the tournament, you're basically playing every 3 days for a month. He can't physically do it. So he can't do it because he hasn't played. So why are you bringing him? Why are you bringing a guy who is not fit? He cannot play every 3 days for a month. And then you're going to play against the top sides where it's still going to be hot out there, and there's going to be times where you haven't got the ball. I don't get it.
Calvin Phillips, personally, if you're looking at midfielders and who can do that role, then again, take him on the premise that you're not going to start him due to his fitness, and he can catch up with fitness during game time out there. Then I think I can accept that one. I could accept him being there.
I can't.
Him starting, I don't know, because there's logic behind him being there, isn't there?
There isn't, because
Because if,
Tobias, you can't just get somebody fit and then play football. Like, you can get them fit, but you can't be match fit like that. You haven't played all season. There's been over 20 games have been played, and you've played one game. You
yeah,
can't
but
get yourself fit. You
it's an
can't.
abnormal season, though, isn't it? It's an
Yeah, but
abnormal. This season's the abnormal season. We wouldn't be in a season now where we're looking at they've played that many games.
we're playing them many games now. Then,
Yeah, we are. So
so
you look at
so
the
you're
fitness,
more even more prone to injury if you come and play.
but he's just come off a pre-season. I would imagine, unless he was injured. Could be wrong. I don't know. But if he's had a good pre-season, then he should be fit. Yeah, the match fitness is totally different, and to get up to the pace thing. But if you can give him 30 minutes over throughout the group stages, then and get him a 90 minutes or 2 under his belt, then you're sort of flying.
All right.
So I get it because of the lack of DMs in the squad and the lack of DMs across. I don't think there's a lack of centre forwards. I don't think there's a lack of centre backs. You can argue that there's a lack of quality centre backs. Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I say. Lack of quality.
100%. But is Harry Maguire that much better than those that you didn't pick?
But we're going by form. Then if you're going by form, Tomori's much better than Harry Maguire. If you're going by form, so, this is a guy that Ten Hag doesn't trust. Deep down, he knows he's not good enough for Manchester United Football Club, and he's the captain.
Well, I'm not going to get into that whole Maguire thing because I'm not Maguire's biggest fan. Never have been. But it was time. His time was eventually going to come. Like, he was living on cloud nine for way too long for what his ability sort of shows. For me personally, I know initially a lot of people were raving about Harry though initially, but I don't think he's as bad as what he has been. I think everything around him has just surrounded him and enclosed him, and he's now become claustrophobic to it because he looks like, because any mistake he makes, like he potentially could have made a couple of mistakes today, could have got sent off potentially. So any mistake he makes, everyone's going to focus on it 20 times over. It's going to be highlighted.
I think if Harry Maguire plays in a 3 and he's on form and you get him to head it and kick it, he does a job. In a 2 where he has to concentrate and he knows if he makes a mistake, he's in trouble, he can't play it. I just don't feel he's good enough for England. I don't think he's good enough for Man United. But that's a different story. But all right, last bit. If you were Southgate, first game of the season, first game of the tournament, I should say, who do you pick? Not who Southgate should pick. Who do you pick?
Who do I pick? From what?
Who do you pick? Who starts? What's your starting 11? So goalkeeper.
Goalkeeper Pickford. I would go Pope. I like Pope, but if he's going to play, how he's going to play, I'd go Pickford. Actually, I can't go Pickford. I'll go Pope, but then I'm picking an unrealistic one. I'm picking what's not going to happen.
All right. Pick what you think. What Southgate picks. Personally, I would pick Ramsdale because Arsenal top of the league. But go on.
Yeah, but then he won't pick Ramsdale. He's going to pick Pickford. Is he going to go for? No, he don't go for. Does he go for 5? Pickford, Shaw, Trippier.
Trippier at right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Kyle Walker's not going to be fit straight away, is he?
No.
He's taking him, but he's not going to be fit straight away.
Or do you play Trent to give him confidence? Because you're playing, is it Iran and USA?
You asked me what I think he's going to pick. I don't think he's picking Trent. Trent's there just to take up the numbers, mate. Trent is not there for nothing but...
That's mad, isn't it?
Wan-Bissaka's on the floor. Like
That's mad.
Reece is injured.
That's a fall from grace from Trent. That's
No,
mad.
but
I know. I hear you. You're right. You're 100% correct. Because I
he
feel
was
the
getting
same.
treated like that when he was on form, though. That's why I'm saying
mad.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because it's how I feel about Trent. I'm saying that's how Southgate. If he viewed him like that when he was on fire, why is it going to change now? So I think he's just there. And then you got your centre halves. He's going to play Maguire. I don't think he can play Maguire in the two though.
But I think they've got. Is it Iran and USA?
Yeah.
I
Don't
think
USA.
Maybe you play a four. The 2 games you play, and then hopefully the 3rd game, Walker's fit for that game, and you can go you 3 at the back.
He's going to start Rice and Hendo, middle.
You think so? Hendo gets in.
I reckon because he's not going to play Calvin. I don't think if he hasn't had games. Who else could play there?
No, not Rice and Hendo. It'd be Rice and Bellingham.
But he's going to play.
If you go for a 4-2, if you go to a 4-2-3-1, it'd be Rice and Bellingham. He's not going to play a 4-3-3. He'll play a 4-2-3-1. He's always played a 4-2-3.
But he likes holders, though. Will he be brave enough to play Bellingham?
Bellingham's got to play. He's not brave. Who's better than Bellingham? He's got to play.
But for how Southgate plays,
nah,
Bellingham going to suit the system.
Yeah, he plays Bellingham. Bellingham plays for that.
I'm not arguing about Bellingham, but is he going to be like how Foden is under Southgate?
All right, okay, go on.
The system not going to suit how you get the best out of Bellingham.
All right, no, go on then. So you got Henderson and Rice. That's your 2 holding.
He's going to go. This is what I think he's going to do. He's going to go. He's going to go Rashford,
left here.
Kane and Sterling, I reckon.
Rashford, Kane, Sterling. No Saka. No Mount.
He goes for his tried and trusted. That's the type of manager he is.
I don't know. I can't see. I think he loves Mount. Mount is he's a better version of Henderson. I've got everything kind of, but I've gone Bellingham and Rice as his 2 holding, and Bellingham can hold and break lines with his ability to score goals. And I think you go a 4-2-3-1. So I think you go Foden on the left, Saka on the right. I don't think Sterling makes it this game. Foden on the left, Saka on the right. And I think Mount will play in that 10. And then I'll go Kane up front. Personally, I would go 4-3-3 and I'd just go all out attack because I just don't think England are that good.
Personally, if he plays Foden, I think Foden's going to have a terrible World Cup.
I think he always will have a terrible World Cup of England. And it's going to be so much pressure on him because England are dead. And the manager's dead.
How Southgate plays, it's set up
for him to fail, yeah.
For pace, for that
counter-attack. Yeah. Counter-attack.
That's what he likes.
Yeah.
So you're forcing his hands with all these players.
You don't want to play him.
No.
You don't want to play him. You don't want to play Maddison. He picked Maddison because it's to shut up the media. But it's an interesting one. I agree. I know you go to a 4-2-3-1. Eventually, when he plays the big sides, he'll go for. But
we didn't pick centre half partnership. We didn't pick who's going to play in the hole. Did you pick who was going
to play? I said Mount will play in the hole. I think Mount will be the 10, and I think Stones and Maguire will start the tournament because he'll go. He's tried and trusted. He feels like he always does. I feel sorry for someone like James Ward-Prowse who's always been in the squads, and when it comes down to the last bit, he's like an easy one to cop out and say, you know what, sorry, you don't make it.
Especially easy just for how Southampton are playing at the minute.
Yeah.
That's the easiest one. That's the easiest phone call out the lot.
Yeah.
Only I feel sorry for.
Yeah, 100%. But he was never going to go because he never played a game.
Yeah, but then how does Wilson go? I don't get how Wilson goes.
Because Wilson's scoring. Because Wilson's scoring goals, and that's Newcastle near the top.
Yeah, but Wilson is injury prone.
But these guys are not going to play though.
They're
These
not going to
guys,
play.
Wilson's only going there if England are losing and they need to bring on someone to try and nick a goal. He's never going to play. It will be Sterling or Rashford. But I think it'd be Sterling or Rashford will play out there as a false nine. He wants that defensive stability.
I don't know who's going to be that. It's hard though. You know, when you mention Foden, he has to play him. I just don't feel he suits him.
Yeah, 100%. I think Foden is a special talent, generational talent. But
play him in the 10. Play Foden in the 10, but he likes Mount running.
Yeah, he likes Mount's defensive tactical awareness. Because no matter what you say about Mount, every manager who's been at Chelsea or at England always plays Mount. So he must do something good. Always plays. So you can't say he's rubbish.
As well.
Yeah, he always plays, you know, always. He must be tactically good and technically good. I think what it is in Mount, I think Mount is a 7 out of 10 at everything. So he's trusted. You trust him. There's not a lot of things he does wrong.
So who's the biggest shock being left out?
I don't think there's major shocks. I think Tomori. I'm thinking Tomori's maybe the biggest shock for me, and Tony.
Do you think he starts Ramsdale?
Ramsdale?
Yeah.
I would start Ramsdale.
No. Do you think he starts Ramsdale?
No, Pickford. It shows he likes his tried and trusted. Pickford will start. Harry Maguire will start. John Stones will start. Luke Shaw will start.
Who's he got as the backup left back now? You got no Chilwell.
Trippier will play there. The two left backs will be.
But out and out left backs, there's
none. There's none. So that's what I'm saying. Trippier can play there. So it's basically left back. So Trippier can cover both sides.
Or Saka if he goes.
Ben White. Ben White's in the he made the, the squad as well. Yeah, he made the squad.
About Ben White.
But Ben White playing right back, he gives them versatility.
Yeah, but does he start?
No, because he hasn't been starting centre half for Arsenal. He's only playing right back by default because Tommy
What if he starts right back then? And Trippier starts left back?
Nah, I can't see it.
No,
I can't see it.
No, what if that happens? How's Trent?
Trent might as well retire. He might as well go and play for Jamaica. He might as well. He might as well. No head loss. But I think if this doesn't give Trent a wake up call, because if I'm Trent, like personally, I'll be looking at these guys like I'm better than these guys. So I need to do something that everybody thinks I can't do, and I'm going to work at that. And I'm going to be the undisputed right back and be the best right back on the planet.
Well, he already does things that people can't do. That's his problem. That he thinks that
he can. I know, but the things what he can't do is massive. He can't defend properly. That's what it comes down to.
His issue at the minute is application. That's his biggest issue. His biggest issue, bro. His biggest issue right now.
Tobias, I'm a Liverpool supporter. I watch Liverpool every week. The youth is a winger's dream. If you're a winger, if you ask any winger in the Prem, who would you rather play 1v1 against? They're going to tell you Trent. Look what happened against Spurs. They targeted him. He could have gave away a penalty. He could have gave away 2 penalties. Like,
that's why Southgate ain't going to start him.
That's it. Defensively, you can't trust him. You can't trust him. Like, to me, I think he's put on too much bulk. He looks stiff. And he's never been quick and strong anyway. So I don't know why you're putting on bulk to get even stronger. You're still not strong. I just look, he thinks, to me, he looks stiff.
Had enough of getting weights, didn't he? Had enough of getting bullied now.
Yeah, but Tobias, he looks stiff. Like, he can't turn properly. Like, the ball goes over the top. He's looking and he can't get the body shape right to turn and turn back.
Yeah, Moby at right back, yeah.
I'm telling you, like, he needs to allow off the protein shakes, man, and just get slim again. Yeah, bro, get slim again. And because when he was younger, he wasn't that bad of a defending. And you might be right, you know. It might be application because when Trent first come, he
This is
wasn't that
bro.
bad.
Listen, you lot don't get to where you've been for the last 5, 6 years
Yeah, you might be right. I have to
with
watch it.
him
I have
being
to watch
terrible,
it.
terrible defensively, do you? You don't get it's application, bro. It's arrogance, bit of overconfidence,
Yeah,
and
yes.
application.
All right, last bit. Does Trent start for Liverpool if Klopp left? If a new manager comes in,
Depends who that new manager is. If it's Conte, then absolutely not.
he'd be on loan. He'd be at Nottingham Forest.
No. But no, I think Trent. I think Trent always starts, man. I think he does, unless he goes Deli Ali, like super Deli Ali on us, then Trent's always got a game.
At the moment, I hope he doesn't go
The,
Dele
the
Alli.
problem with him is that
This is generational guy. He's a generational talent.
he's got nothing to fight for. He's got nothing, no one to fight against.
Yeah,
Like there's no competition for him.
yeah.
So how is he meant to hit his heights if he's not competing with anyone?
Yeah, but he's competing with Manning for England, there's some good right backs. So he's competing. Reece James at the moment is ahead of Trent.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the only right back's that's ahead of him.
Carl Walker's ahead of him.
Carl Walker's soon retired though.
Yeah, but he's still ahead of him. I don't know. This could go on forever. I don't know. I think Trent's a generational talent, but defensively he needs to work. Defensively he needs to get better.
It comes from the manager, doesn't it? If the manager hasn't brought no one to replace him with when he's in bad form or to take him out to make him earn his place back, then I think that's what Klopp lacks a bit of, that ruthlessness.
Yeah, 100%.
I think he lacks it. I think it's easy for him when he come in with a Saka situations and the odd ones here and there, but has he done it since?
No.
That's one. Has Klopp been ruthless since Saka?
No, he hasn't made an example out of anybody. And he could have done that to Keita, and he could have done it to Ox.
Karius? Karius was...
Yeah, but Karius was flipping Stevie Wonder. Yeah, no, but these guys were dead anyway. Like, if he at the time when Liverpool gave Henderson a new contract, he could have got rid of Henderson. So people that took him seriously, if Ronaldo didn't sign a new contract and he got rid of Henderson as well, and Milner, and said, you know what, we're done with these, man. The new generation of midfielders are coming through.
And did Elliott deserve a shout?
Yeah, 100%. The way he's playing, I think he's been playing good. He can play a number of positions. He can keep the ball in tight areas.
But then when you've got the Fodens, the Grealishes, and the Madisons,
yeah, who have got better numbers than him and been playing better. Similar type of profile player, but not a type of. He's not a Southgate player anyway, because he's not the most athletic and not the quickest, not the most powerful, but very techie. He don't like them. We've talked about Phil Foden. He's not on Phil Foden's level, but a techie player, and we've said he doesn't like them. He wants attack on a counter with pace, direct. But yeah, that's how it is. We'll see anyway. From next week, we're going to be starting not Premier League. It'll be World Cup debate show.
Yeah, it's 11
going
days.
over the World Cup.
10 days?
Yeah, 10 days. So we'll be talking about the World Cup, who we think will win the World Cup, who we think will be the player of the tournament. What do you think the World Cup's going to be good? Rare tear and stuff like that.
I remember when they used to take days off work to watch the World Cup.
Do you remember? I remember it would be college days. College days. I think it was Brazil versus 2002. College days, and it was Brazil versus England. I was supposed to go in. I was like, I am not missing this.
And the Euros, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, man used to rush back to what I was working, college, whatever it be.
Yeah.
To watch the Euros, bro.
Yeah, straight. But yeah, we'll be talking about the World Cup.
But I won't be doing that this time, so.
No chance.
It's
dead. There's no superstars I want to see.
World
None.
Cup.
Yeah, it's basic.
What gems? Any gems?
No, I don't know them. Hopefully, it might be, but you kind of know them now because of
You've
social
got
media.
quite a few of your big players resting, I know.
Yes, no Salah, no Firmino,
No Diaz.
no Diaz. There's a few. Jota's in. Jota won't be there, so that's what I'm saying. I think we could have a decent second half of the season.
Mm.
But yeah. So next week we're doing the World Cup. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. So press the bell so you know we're notified when we're going to be on. Tobias, leave it to you. Last thing to say.
The new Dubai owner's out, boy. FSG in. What is going on here? I can't be coping with that. Forget this. All this forgiveness. FSG in. I can't deal with this. You know, when I see it, I was like, allow it. Allow it. We don't
I
need
can't
this.
wait. If that
We do
ever
not need this in my life.
If the new Taker comes over and I see some serious guy with money saying he's going to spend £200-300 million, we'll be doing the show straight away.
Bro, think about it though. Can the Premier League make that happen?
They can still. They can. They can. You know what? It'd be mad because imagine if one of them, let's say Dubai owners or Saudi owners, take over an elite football club already. So they take over a Liverpool or Man United. That's mad. Because there's nothing.
By the way, it's going.
I'm telling you, it's mad. So we'll see anyway.
See, Spain are different, bro. Spain wouldn't let that happen.
No, they won't. They won't.
Spain are bringing in the government. The government are funding this.
Straight. The Premier League sold their soul for money, ain't they?
Oh, they have. But and now you're just going to be a play toy.
Yeah, you are.
And all rules are out the window. All tradition.
Everything out the window. It's
all about money. They've done it with the American owners. They've done it a long time ago.
Yeah, 100%.
For the numbers.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, you're going to sell your soul, boy. How'd you feel about it?
It's not done yet, innit? We'll see.
No,
we'll talk.
Take it. Are you taking it?
Like I said, yeah, you've got to join these. If you want to beat these guys, it looks like you have to join them, innit? You have to join them to beat the PSGs and the Man Cities and Newcastles.
The PSGs ain't won no bloody. All the ones you said haven't won the Champions League though.
Yeah, but it's eventually going to happen though.
Yeah, but eventually. But how long is it taking for it to happen?
All right, but the thing is as well, in the long run, you can't compete. Liverpool have competed to an extent. I know we've won a Champions League 3 finals in 5 years, but you can't do this forever, picking up random guys and picking up gens and only spending 20 million net spend. Eventually, you can't do it. You can't. You got to join them. If you want to win, you got to join them.
You boys sold it so quick, boy.
No, not me. I'm just saying.
You are through the door already, boy.
Oh, mate.
Saving for that new top, yeah?
I'm telling you, when we win the treble. And then Mbappe at the back as well. 2023.
Mbappe playing wing back.
Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, mate. Yeah, guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are Real Talk Football TV, and we are out.